And as the search for the missing Boeing 777 or any of its 239 passengers continues, we're left with a set of very real circumstances that begin to make us wonder just what are your legal rights in a situation like that, if there is any, in terms of being available to family members of the missing passengers. You're here to help break this down in today's What Are My Rights is Paul Harding from Martin Harding and Mazzotti. Always glad to have you with us. And this is a tough topic. I mean, I think people are even just uncomfortable thinking about it. But nonetheless, I mean, planes unfortunately occasionally crash. This one has, you know, demanded headlines because it hasn't been found yet. But that's got to make the whole legal situation even more complicated.
The subtext here just kind of keep going and going. It's a general proposition. If you're involved in an aviation accident, you have the same rights that you'd have in any other facet. You'd have the ability to bring a claim for your injuries or your family for your wrongful death. And that's the general rule, but then again, the issues here complicate things tremendously.
Well, let's talk about that. The fact that the flight is missing. What are the complications there?
Well, you know, proving liability. One of the things you have to do in a case, you have to show whose fault it is. In a situation like this, you know, we don't know really what happened. You know, was it terrorism? Was it one pilot kind of gone a little crazy? But maybe Boeing had an issue with their actual plane. Could it be a product defect? And we don't know. So that goes a long way in making it difficult as to who pays, which claim is brought, and what the recovery is.
What if, you know, God forbid, the plane and the passengers are never found? Do the families have no recompense then?
They do. You know, what happened in 9/11, they were unable to recover many of the bodies that were in the wreckage. And so new rules came out that if you're involved in a disaster such as a plane crash and they can't find the body, you're presumed dead after a certain period of time. So there is a claim. The issue here is Malaysia signed on to a thing called the Montreal Treaty, and it limits the amount of recovery that a passenger can get. In fact, that amount is limited to $175,000.
The American families, I guess, probably are entitled to different things.
It is different because what happened, the folks who were U.S. citizens can file their claim in the United States, and their recoveries will be substantially different and greater.
All right, Paul, thank you so much. And if you have a question for anyone from Martin Harding and Mazzotti, email us at whatareyouRights@cbs6albany.com, and we'll be back.